Nah, Zach is bringing this in. I'm.
He's the button.
Yeah.
He's the big button.
He big button.
You mean we are back, NewJeans. Hey guys, I'm Zach.
I'm Nick.
안녕, I'm Keith.
And we are back with another drop from NewJeans. You already know the vibes. Grrr, bow, bow, bow. Yeah, NewJeans in the building. Just jump into this.
This joint sponsored by Chips Ahoy.
Insomnia cookies.
Oh
no.
It already got that bounce. Nah, it may be something else. If we may have been on the song.
Yeah.
If you want it, you can get it. If you want it, 네 목소리를 더 들려줘, boy. 식사는 없어, 배고파도 우유는 없어. 목말라도 달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아. 식사는 없어, 배고파도 우유는 없어. 목말라도 달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아. 내가 만든 쿠키.
Not holding on the cadence.
내 마음속을 녹이지. Yeah, looking at my cookie. Yeah, 혹시 향기부터 다르니?
Hey.
한 입은 모자르니? 널 듣고 집으로 스프링클러 정신 못 차리게 만들고 싶어. 숨기고 있지만 나도 보고 싶어. If you want it, you can get it. If you want it, 네 목소리를 더 들려줘, boy. 식사는 없어, 배고파도 우유는 없어.
You thirsty though.
달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아. 식사는 없어, 배고파도 음료는 없어. 목말라도 달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아. Yeah, but you know, but you know, but you know. 레시피는 없어, 딴 데서는 못 찾아. Take it, don't break it, I wanna see you taste it. Sugar, got sugar, 난 재료 안 아끼지. Bet you know, bet you know, bet you know. 이 다이어트 만지고 싶어 나. Take it, don't break it, I wanna see you taste it. Sugar, the sugar that you want some. 식사는 없어, 배고파도 음료는 없어. 달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아. 식사는 없어, 배고파도 음료는 없어. 목말라도 달콤한 맛만, 디저트 맛만 원하게 될 거 알잖아.
I like that. That's hot. I hear in the back
This beat is crazy.
yeah, nah, the production is nice. I love that too. The spotlight.
내가 만든 쿠키, come and take a looky. 우리 집에만 있지, 놀러와. 얼마든지 굽지, 그런데 나 충치 생겨도 난 몰라. 내가 만든 쿠키, come and take a looky. 우리 집에만 있지, 놀러와. 얼마든지 굽지, 그런데 너 충치 생겨도 난 몰라.
This is a lot to unpack.
No, you can.
Lower this down. This loop. Let me just get the good out first. The production on this is God tier. I love like the bass line and the overarching kind of just like bounce that it has to it. It kind of has that groove that kind of you can just, regardless of what's being said, you kind of can jig with it the entire time. This is a nice concept as far as like the lays that they have on, and I also like the choreography. It was playful at points, but it was other points where it was a lot of synchronization and like a lot of like dope shit, especially the bench joint and some of the footwork later on. But what I will say like about the lyrics is that this, I think, if I'm not mistaken, y'all can tell me, is technically their debut. What I love about NewJeans pre-debut was that everything felt a lot more wholesome. It felt a little bit more away from what K-pop was doing in general. This feels very much just like another K-pop song, and
like
I mean that respectfully. Also, I personally don't like when we was like off camera, like just not so much insinuating that, but sometimes when you hear Cookie, you kind of already know where ladies are about to take that. And this wasn't even discreet. I feel like the lyrics here are feel like the lyrics here are kind of right in your face, kind of like straight to the point. This isn't like, oh no, they're really talking about like some cookies they baked for like a boy that they like.
You know what's funny? That's what they were actually saying.
Yeah,
That's the story that they use. Oh, we used to bake cookies for boys that we like, literally verbatim.
Nah, not like where, you know, this cookie is only baked at my house, you know, come here and get
Softer
a lookie
than a
at some
brownie.
of this, softer than a brownie. Even if those are kind of true with your delights.
They're too close.
It's too on the nose. Yeah.
They're too close of innuendos to not be
sexualized. And we had a conversation like before, and I wish Mary Jane was here today to just talk about how I gotta word this, where it just seems like pandering sometimes, where as opposed to some music being cutesy, it would come off as like them kind of overtly kind of being sexualized almost to kind of garner more views or attention. And I don't really want that for this group when it comes to being sexualized, because I honestly feel like they're like uber talented. They don't kind of need all that. Yeah. We've heard their vocal runs, we've heard their raps, and we've seen their choreography in 3 different videos outside of this. And they don't need that approach. If that's the approach they want to do when they're in their junior year or senior year, I feel like that'd be cool. And that's not me trying to gatekeep. Yeah. But I just feel like, you know, they're better than trying to be overly sexualized. You're better than this. And that's kind of like my spill. I do think this was a good track. I'm not too sure if it's a download, because I still kind of like Attention and Hype Boy a little bit, kind of. Those kind of hurt like too. And Hurt was decent too. I don't know personally if I like this better than any of those 3. With that being said, like I said, I still think it's a good song. It's just those songs are kind of like
goated
elite.
Already.
Those songs kind of goated already. Attention is elite. That might be, especially if we talking about pre-debut, the only pre-debut song I might like better than that might be Stray Kids Elevator. But yeah, I don't want to talk too long. That was kind of my spill. How do y'all feel about everything?
For the most part, I really, echo your sentiments. Everything that we were hype about before them, before the debut and everything with the 3 pre-debut tracks, kind of just got the legs cut off of it in this one, just with it kind of just being, I ain't gonna say overtly sexual, but definitely with those innuendos. I don't know. I felt like this. You could have done something else with this beat for sure. And like I said, outside of it, having a 3rd act anthem, this definitely sounded like a Blackpink song to me with those lyrics and just how they were using that. Which, like I said,
that's Blackpink's, like, not MO, but that's kind of more, like you said, on brand
Ice
with
cream.
them, and they're older women, so it's like they a little more grown now. So
yeah, so and I love, like I said, it's not gatekeeping. It's not me being like lording over a woman's body or anything like that. Like I said, it's just what we liked about it before, because it seemed organic and kind of natural. Whereas now you see these young girls, like I said, barely look like they're in high school, which we know they are. They're like 14 to 18, but it's just kind of off-putting just from you jumping from simple songs, like simple concepts, but sweet concepts, and which were executed well, to kind of, a video they're just in a room on a platform, a giant cookies rolling around and a giant CDs rolling around. They're kind of, with that schoolgirl look. the dress or short skirts and stuff, and like it's just what about this compared to the going to the concert, the teenage crush, or kind of feelings of attention, or going to the carnival on Hype Boy, and everything.
What's
like
funny
that.
too, Low, is like this is like, how can I'm trying to word this and be very like respectful at the same time. This seems like I don't want to say a bad story arc. It's almost like you wanted the attention of Hype Boy, got hurt, and now you giving your cookie up. Like, I'm not sure if like that's kind of the storyline or like what was going on and stuff like that. And I mean that like in the most respectful way ever. And it's just like I felt like there were other kind of avenues to go about it. And I definitely want everyone to know, like, I don't house people in the sense of telling anybody, women, men, or anybody to do with their body, with their lyrics or anything. You grown, you can do what you want. It's just like you said, when you kind of put things into context, and it's just like, there's a group of 14 to 18-year-olds and stuff like that. I want a little bit more for them, and all this is coming from a place of love, because I'm pretty sure Zach gonna show them a lot of love. This was a group off of like the first listen we kind of like loved, and it's hard on the channel to get the whole panel to like collectively just be like, yo, you know what? Yeah, like this it. But my fault, I've been talking a lot. Were you even done? I'm sorry.
No, like I said, my closing part would just be, hopefully going forward, they don't have to result. Shit.
Lost it?
Huh?
You lost it?
Hopefully they don't have to. What's the word I'm looking for? Resort back to this. Yeah, I was about to say resolve, but yeah, resort back to like this or anything, or hopefully this doesn't become like their typical sound and everything like that going forward. I just, like I said, with those 3 songs that we got pre-debut, I saw so much promise in so many different ways they could go, so many different type of songs, and just ideas. We need fresh ideas for the younger demographic, and not to just even box them in as kids, but just let them kind of be kids, get more from them, what they're going through and everything like that. I don't want to hear about them or their cookie or what they're going to do with their cookie and stuff like that. Just being honest, and as a father.
I think the same things that we loved about them pre-debut is the same things that's kind of hurting them in the song. So I think we love the fact that their music was a little bit more mature as far as the production and style. A lot of the beat concepts and instruments and the pacing and all that other stuff sounded like, throwback 90s, 2000 R&B, very mature. But I think that same sort of thing, if this was done like in a, not to kind of throw another group, but like let's say a ITZY or that sort of tempo, that sort of bubbly girl group. I don't know if the lyrics would have been able to be taken as different, because the song itself would have just been so cutesy. Like there's no way in hell they're talking about what I think they're talking about. But because their sound is so mature, I think it's easy to elude that. And then the fact that there's almost nothing cutesy about the video. This is a very straightforward, it's straightforward in the sense that it's a mature video. It's really just them with a few props to dance on.
Dog, I think you literally just kind of hit something too. Maybe that might be it too. If the video was kind of them like in cooking class, or like literally at home kind of cooking, I think maybe that would have took away some of the hit for like kind of just what was being said. But like you said, it's kind of no set pieces or anything. You literally in a studio lot kind of in just a white room, and the only thing that's breaking away from certain things is them kind of cutting off the lights and doing the the shadowing, and then certain props for y'all to sit down at. So it's, I think a video where it would have been like a little bit more cuter would have broken down maybe
like
some
animated scribbles or like cutesy text messaging back and forth, or like you in the kitchen and you get the cartoon explosion with like powder and burnt marks all over your face, something like that would have definitely diffused all the lyrics or whatever,
like cooking contests at school,
right, or bake sale, or you know what I mean. And pre-debut, that might have been those might have been themes that they would have hit in the pre-debut, because we saw things like that in the pre-debut.
Well, shit. Remember on the other joint, they had a full prelude before the video came on and everything. So it's Hybe.
And even Hype Boy was like
they can do what they want.
the cartoon text and everything else with the
If you got 5 versions of one track,
Right.
you can do whatever you want on the MV. Like especially for the debut. And like I said, all this with me personally, I'm pretty sure with y'all is coming from a place of love. If I didn't care about this group at all, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would probably say this isn't for me and just kind of leave it at that. But yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I mean also the manner in which they dressed. They weren't overly sexual, but they were definitely mature. And again, I don't think that necessarily helped given the contents of the song. Now, you probably just say, "Oh, well," because you know, and I'm pretty sure there will be people in the comments like, "Oh, that's because you're men and your mind automatically goes to a certain place." Blah 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 blah. No, I'm sorry, that's not it. If I hear this song sung by anybody, it'll probably sound that way to me because of the innuendos and the way that the words and the way that the things were arranged and set up. You could have said everything you said in the song differently, and it'd have been cutesy, but it wasn't written that way. It wasn't produced that way. It wasn't arranged that way. The video wasn't visually given that way, and we can only go by what we see and what we hear. So if you looking for us to kind of like pull shit out our ass about what we think might be the vision, that's not it. Not today. But you know what I mean? So like I think that maybe it could have been done just a little different. To kind of keep the cutesy vibe going. The mature cutesy vibe going for just a little bit longer. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. But all in all, getting back to the action, I love the song. I thought it was cool. I thought the production was good. As an instrumental, I thought it was great. The lyrics was a little jarring, but you know what I mean, you get over it. It's not the first time I heard it. But it was good. It's good. I'm just wondering, now that they've debuted and now that they're in this space, what's going to be the future of this group? How are they going to move forward? How are they going to be perceived going forward and marketed going forward?
What's up, Big Button?
Well, I will say this.
Totally disagree.
This song was not them at all. And you guys, if you guys did the research I did, you will understand what I mean. But I thought this production actually was one of the best ones simply because of the time that we're in, and it's perfect because it was like a New Jersey bounce. And that's exactly the time that we're in music with what Beyonce just dropped. Drake just did that whole wave. It's a whole TikTok wave that's going around with the New Jersey bounce.
You got a point.
So that actually was a vibe. You can see some of their dance moves are actually TikTok moves throughout the video. You guys are actually right. The lyrics are very, 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 very mature for their age. But like I said in the beginning, this is not them. And if y'all did the research, y'all will understand why I said that.
The manager?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly why. But I think the production really was my favorite part. I really loved that New Jersey bounce they had, and they had that little cut with them on the bench where they just let that beat ride for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. I don't like the path that their manager put them on.
But I don't know if I want to use the manager as a scapegoat because we talked about it prior to you getting
He
here.
was like, "Oh, yeah,
and
yeah."
we're not even gonna like allude to everything. If you know, then you know. But managers in the K world are a little bit different in the sense of like certain shit. This is a Hybe / Adore like thing, and I know at this point with Hybe, it seems like they definitely let people who are talented do
Like,
talented shit.
This is like more side on the door.
Yeah.
But not just that real quick, and I don't mean to cut you guys off, but also it is more Adore, but also Hybe, they're saying that Hybe might have pushed it out to kind of cover up whatever was going on with the bullshit with Le Seraphim. To kind of just push everything under the rug. Like, hey, we got this girl group who's actually doing well. We got no bullshit, no drama.
You can't have like two scandals in a fucking row
Right.
with two girl groups in your
Right,
own
but
joint.
sometimes pushing it out too fast and letting the wrong people have a voice in the room, you know what I mean? You can get shit like this. Well, not shit like this, but you can get situations like this.
I definitely feel like the first couple songs was them. Like 100% is what NewJeans is. Their sound is.
But that's why, like I said, the whole and I'm not capping for management or anything. It just feels weird strategically to drop 3 songs like that, and then all of a sudden kind of just
push this
drop this. It's like getting a rice mill 3 times in a row and then just removing the rice completely and giving somebody all protein, where it's just like you just threw my whole diet off.
On me.
I came to this restaurant wanting this, and where's my kimchi?
Where's my kimchi?
But yeah, anything else Zach you want to add?
No, that pretty much was it.
Anything else, Keith?
No, I mean, I'm just curious to see what's going to happen going forward.
Yeah, buttons. Y'all jump in the comments, man, and kind of let us
Did
know.
we just
how,
really just give their fan base buttons?
Yeah, they really didn't come up with nothing yet, so it's kind of just
buttons.
us.
Fuck it.
I feel like if we talking into existence, I swear to God, we need to check how. But jump in the comments, y'all, and really let us know how y'all feel. If this ain't most of y'all first time on the channel, we not no regular reactors that's gonna sit up here and kiss ass and act like everything is a banger. We're gonna give y'all dope content, have nice conversations, and do things no other reactors are doing. So jump in the comments, let us know if y'all thought this was overtly a little bit too much for these young ladies, or tell us if no, with 2022, anybody, kind of age, quote unquote, or anyone that's old enough to be in high school can kind of express themselves in any way they want to, which isn't anything kind of, we actually didn't say that, but I can see someone there. But jump in the comments, y'all, because I really do like to hear from the Redeemers and to kind of read the room and see if you guys were on the same page as us, or jump in the comments, man. Let's have fun. Other than that, we love y'all to death. We go holler at y'all. Peace.